Welcome to the Drug Night podcast. Today we're going to be covering season 3 of Attack on Titan. So season 3 has two parts, part 1 and part 2. We're going to be covering both in today's episode, and this is going to be the last episode for this series until and unless season 4 comes up. And today we have with us Abbas.
Hello.
Yeah, so let's get on with that. So how do you think part 1 of season 3 is? And
Part one,
yeah.
like season three as a whole, it focuses more on the political side of Attack on Titan, the different power distribution among the people, and how the royal family controls controls everything, and how they hide things from other people.
Yeah.
And this also in this season we also see people revolting against those uh, things that are hidden from them, and they actually fight back from the royal family,
Yeah.
and a lot of secrets come out, which are they've been hidden for a long time.
Yeah, so season 3 basically season 3 basically starts with the introduction of Kenny the Ripper, which is an Ackerman. He is also known as Kenny Ackerman.
Yeah,
He is the uncle. I think he's the uncle, right?
yeah,
Of
he's the
Captain
uncle of
Levi.
Captain Levi,
Yeah, he's the uncle of Captain Levi, and
and he was at par with Levi's skills. Like Levi was
no,
probably
he was actually better, probably better than Levi.
yeah, probably
Skillfully, he's the one who taught Levi how to fight.
yeah,
When he came up from the streets, Levi used to be he was actually a child. He was a kind of a loner, I guess.
yeah. I mean, his dad had died when he was very young,
Yeah,
and
his dad had died, and his
his mom
mom used to be a prostitute or something.
his mom used to be a prostitute. Yeah, right.
Yeah, his mom used to be a
And
prostitute, and
Kenny
he
was
was secluded.
his mom's brother.
He was secluded.
Yeah, Kenny was his mom's brother, so Kenny took care of Levi and made him what he was today. All the skills
Yeah.
that Levi knows is taught to him by Kenny.
Yeah, but due to different philosophies between both of them, they had to separate, and both of them had a huge fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, so season 3 starts with basically Armin was surprised with the inclusion of Squad Levi, and Eren is made to do some Titan test, and he
so
fails to
Hanji was
harden his body.
yeah. So the hardening ability of the Titan was a very important to these
Yeah,
people, because
yeah,
Titans couldn't break that hardening. So if
yeah,
they could heal all the walls with the Titan hardening, that would be a great advantage for these people. So that's why Hanji was doing these tests with Eren. Like Eren was transforming into a Titan and then taking out his that solid form
yeah,
to go and seal the wall once and for
yeah,
all.
yeah. So Kenny was basically the bodyguard for the royal family, also known as the Rice family.
Hmm.
Uh, so the Rice family. So basically, in the Attack on Titan universe, the Rice family was also known as the Fritz family at first, and during their lineage, over time they changed their name to Rice.
Yeah.
So Historia's father, also known as Rod Rice,
Yes.
was under captivity. I guess he was hiding.
Yeah. So Victoria was a royal blood who was put
Yeah,
away by the race family,
yeah,
which they had reasons to do so. They had to protect their secret. They didn't want
yeah,
it to go out at any point.
yeah. So
Rod,
Historia was also like she was an unwanted child with her distant mother. Her mother used to never like support her or anything. And when she
hmm.
learned that her father was Rod Rice, and a lot of collision happened between all of them, and she was
Yeah,
left out. End of the day,
yeah.
she
The
was
whole
made to.
government, like
She
the
was asked
royal
to change her
family,
name as well to
yeah,
Krista Lenz.
yeah, the Grisha. Like even
Then
like the time at which the royal family, all the military people There was a
Yeah.
conspiracy between military people and the scouts. So
Yeah.
the scouts were getting to know about the secret of the military and all the higher authorities.
Yeah.
So the higher authorities were planning to end the scouts. They
Yeah.
were going to finish the scouts because they could not, at any cost, they could not let their secret go out.
Yeah.
So they did whatever they can to stop the scouts. Then Captain Levi took all the scouts and they were moving from place to place. And then they eventually they succeeded in taking over a village. But Captain Irwin on the other side was framed for a murder,
Yeah. Captain
and
Irwin was framed for a murder
Captain
and he was
Irwin
charged.
wrote
Yeah. He was
yeah, he was
charged for
charged.
a murder. Yeah, he was charged for a murder.
Yeah,
And before this happened, conversation was there between Commander Pixis as well as Commander Irwin.
Commander Irwin. Yeah.
Yeah, so they both had a conversation about something, and Irwin was summoned to the palace where the
Hmm.
council as well as the king resides.
Yeah.
So when this happened, Irwin said that since Wall Maria has fallen and
Hmm.
the population from Wall Maria has moved to Wall Rose, people are
Hmm.
gonna suffer from
Yeah.
starvation, and they uh, they won't have enough food supply to maintain give
Yeah.
everyone. And
So this was
while people are already while the population already was living in Walled Rose are having their own issues,
yeah.
and adding to another population of people, like another other population coming from Wall Maria,
Yeah.
who
So
where it has already been destroyed and
when
the
there
food
was
supply actually stops.
yeah, when this was there was so much problem. So basically, what they wanted to do was actually to expose the government, expose the royal family. That
Yeah.
they didn't care about other people that were in the village and who the people they ruled. They only cared about themselves. When there were these problems, the first thing that they were going to do was close the doors and cut off the supply, and which whatever they had, they were going to keep it inside. And
Yeah,
after
they're going to
seeing
keep
this,
it for the royal family themselves.
yeah, exactly. And so after this, they got exposed. When as soon as the comment was made, the military leader he
No,
came
no,
in.
no. Before that, so basically, so in the Attack on Titan universe again, there are three walls. Okay, so the outer wall is known as Wall Maria. The second one is known as Wall Rose, and the
Oh,
third one is known as Wall Sina.
yeah,
So the royal family lived in Wall Sina.
Fina, yeah.
So Sina is the closest. It's totally away from the all the other walls. It's the last wall.
Hmm.
So what Commander Pixis did was there was a sudden attack by the Titans out of nowhere, and it was told that Walled Rose has been attacked,
Yeah.
and the council panicked when they heard
Hmm.
this.
Yeah.
When the council panicked, basically the council decided that they should shut down Walled Rose and not allow anyone to come and take
Yeah.
all the food supplies, because they thought one way or the other people are going to die end of
Yeah.
the day. Yeah, so
This humanity all cared about
when this
themselves.
happened, uh, the people from the military police as well as the scouts, they couldn't trust the council anymore. So
Hmm.
all this was a plan made by Pixis. Actually, there was no attack.
Yeah.
There was no Titan attack. It was all a made-up
Yeah.
story.
I
Then,
could expose
as
the.
we know, as we know, Premier Zachary from season one, right?
Yeah. Yeah. That's the one.
From season one, finds this out, and since he was the judge, there was a military coup d'etat taken
Yeah.
place,
Cool.
and the family was thrown.
Hmm.
The royal family was thrown, and then everyone realized that the king that was ruling till now was a fake king. He wasn't the
Hmm.
king that was ruling.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically the first half of part one,
Well, it's one
and
of the
then
biggest,
goes yeah.
the rod race titan.
Yeah, Rod Race. Yeah. So Rod Race is the actual ruler for the walls.
Yeah. He was the alpha.
He was under captivity, and he met Historia, right?
Yeah, human. Like
He met his yeah.
like when they went
That
to when they met Rod Race, there was a it was a full crystal. crystal. There was crystal everywhere in that area.
Yeah,
When Levi's squad arrived there, they already saw that there were all Kenny's people and all the military was already there to protect Rod Race. So they had to fight him. And then after that, when Rod Race met Historia, he wanted Historia to take uh, the Titan. The serum was there. He wanted Historia to inject it inside her, and the only way that the only way Historia could get the memory of her past and her whole family, who had known about Titans all their life, could be done only by her becoming a Titan and eating Eren.
yeah. And during that time, Rodriguez explained the backstory of what actually happened. So Rodriguez had another daughter who was also known as Frida Reyes, and she had a Titan power, and
Frida Ray.
her Titan power was known as the Founding Titan's power. So the Founding Titan's
Founding.
power was, so in season two we saw Eren summon the Titans towards what you call the Smiling Titan. The
Yeah.
way it killed the Smiling Titan. So that's the Founding Titan's power. So basically, when this happened, the Founding Titan's power basically contains the ability to erase everyone's memories.
Hmm.
So when this happened, according to Rod Reyes, Eren's father, Grisha Jaeger,
You're sharing.
yeah, came out of nowhere, assaulting Frida Reyes, telling that he needs the Titan. This was according to Rod Reyes. Okay,
Yeah.
assaulting Frida Reyes, and Grisha Jaeger transformed into a Titan. Eren's father transformed into a Titan and ate Frida,
Yeah.
gaining what do you call the Founding Titan's
Founding
powers.
Titans.
Yeah, so
That's what
Rod Reyes
Rodri
was,
wanted Historia to do.
yeah,
But
this is
then
what
in the
Rod
last
Reyes
second,
wanted Historia to
Historia
do with
rejected.
Eren. So Eren was
Yeah.
tied up.
Hmm.
So
That,
this was the time when Levi's squad versus Kenny's squad. Both was
yeah.
going on. Like some
Hmm.
huge next level, that animation and that dude,
Yeah,
next
yeah.
level.
That was
Amazing
very good.
animation and amazing fight scenes.
Hmm.
End of the day, Kenny found out that Rodriguez was bullshitting half the time,
Yeah, and
and he didn't know
Historia
what's going
rejected.
on.
Historia didn't take the serum. She
Yeah,
knew
so
that.
there was a confusion that whether she should take the serum or not. So
Yeah.
when Kenny came in, she said she pushed Rodriguez away. He
Hmm.
pushed Rodriguez away, sorry,
Yeah.
and untied Eren. And Eren
Yeah.
was still shocked with what Rodriguez told about his father and stuff.
Yeah.
This happened, so he thought that he should die.
Hmm.
Then Historia was like,
No.
"Fuck off! I ain't gonna do that." She
Yeah.
just threw the serum off, and she's like, "I'm gonna help Eren,"
Yeah.
because
Exactly.
she
And
knew
then,
what Rodriguez was doing was wrong. Then
yeah, because
Rodriguez, like a
Rodri was
bitch,
basically using Historia as a vessel to
yeah,
give her all the powers, and because once you put the serum inside you, you transform into a Titan.
yeah,
And he didn't want to do it to himself. That's why he was making her daughter do it. His daughter do it.
yeah, 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 like that. Rodriguez, like a bitch. What he took, he licked the Titan serum, right?
Yeah, yeah, on the floor.
He
Yeah.
licked the Titan
Uh,
serum, and he turned
because
himself
no
into a
other option
Titan.
for him. He was because they were going to come and kill him. So that's the
Yeah,
only option he had, and so he took the serum.
he took the
And
serum. He turned
then,
into a Titan.
then he turned into the Titan, also known as
Yeah,
Turkey Titan. And
yeah.
this
Also, no,
Titan,
what
yeah, the
Turtle Titan?
Turkey Titan, huge that it couldn't walk on its own legs. It had
Yeah, yeah,
to lie on the floor and drag. It was walking like a caterpillar
yeah.
all the way.
Exactly.
I was rubbing its face all over the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So
then she,
eventually, I think Rodriguez Titan died.
yeah,
It was killed off.
Rodriguez went to attack the walls because
Yeah, but
he was taking revenge from the government.
yeah, yeah,
He was
yeah,
going back, and then he jumped over the wall, and then this what do you call Eren transformed into a Titan and
yeah,
and stuffed gunpowder inside Rodriguez's mouth,
yeah,
and the whole
and
body of Rodriguez exploded.
yeah, yeah,
When the whole body exploded, the nape was not cut yet. So we all know that a Titan never dies until the nape is cut. So
yeah,
when the Titan exploded, the Turkey Titan,
yeah,
Historia came and she cut the nape and all the people in the village and who were down there saw Historia cutting the nape. So they
Yeah.
all thought that Historia killed the turkey titan,
Titan.
or the
Yeah.
rod race titan. So when Historia landed, they were and Historia then claimed that I am the new queen and I will
No,
rule from now
actually,
on.
Irwin asked her to become the queen, right?
Yeah, that was the plan from before. This all was planned. That
Yeah, this is all planned.
that they were going to portray that Historia was the one that saved everyone. This was planned from before. That they will show that scene that Historia saved you all, so that people
Yeah.
could actually respect her and consider her as a queen.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
so
then
that happened,
yeah,
and that was almost that's like part one summed up, I guess.
yeah, that's fine.
So at the end of part one, we can see Rainer, Belthrone, and
The Grisha actually.
the Beast Titan. Like we ended with a cliffhanger in the previous episode. The unknown man were like all three were talking about
Yeah.
what's going on,
Mhm.
and it seemed as if they all knew each other at that point.
Yeah. So it was
Yeah,
basically Rana and Beltord working for the Beast Titan.
yeah. Rainer and Beltrude was working for the Beast Titan, and the Beast Titan was blonde, and he kind
Right.
of looked like someone. He kind of looked very similar to Grisha. Not even gonna lie.
Yeah, exactly. You know what? For a point, I thought he was Grisha.
Yeah,
Like
even I
before,
also thought he was Grisha Jaeger for
before
a
all this
moment, and
happened,
I'm
I
like,
thought it was
what the
he
hell
was
is going on?
definitely Grisha Jaeger taking revenge for something that the government did. That's what I
Yeah,
thought.
yeah. That's
But
what
then
I
after
thought.
that, it's not Grisha. I'm like, oh
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. So that's like the end of part one.
Yeah.
Now, when we go into part two of the series, I think this is the last part of the series, and
Yeah. That's
this
right.
part of the series actually explains what's going on in the series. And trust me, the last two episodes of Attack on Titan season 3 is mind blowing. It's just mind blowing that like
Yeah.
we never thought this would happen. So basically, part two is all about
Yeah.
taking back Wall Maria, which was already taken from them, and going and to check Eren's basement, which contained the stories of the Titans, the basic thing about what Titan is and from where do these Titans come from.
Yeah.
Yeah, so part two of the season starts with uh, reclaim of Wall Maria, and we see that Commander Urban, Captain Levi, Eren Jaeger,
Yeah.
Mikasa, Ackerman, Armin, all of these people create a plan to reclaim Wall Maria, and all these people travel to Wall Maria, and when this happened, they reach the point, and at this point, I think Eren's character development was some whole new level. He completely changed as a person. He was
Yeah.
almost like what you can say. He was kind of serious. Not even gonna lie. So this part of the series, basically, he is talking about. Uh, basically, it's talking about what the basement is about. What was Grisha hiding? There was something that was not right
Yeah.
with what happened with Grisha.
We saw a lot of
So
character development of Eren at this point.
yeah, yeah, his character,
Mhm.
he actually as a character, he changed by the time it's part two of the season. Yeah, so if you remember the if you remember war this part, what's his name? Keith Sadis,
Yeah.
the guy who taught this guy, Eren and Mikasa, the bald dude.
Yeah. The body.
He,
Yeah.
yeah, the bald one. He is the one. He knew Grisha very well. So
Yeah.
Eren went to Keith Sadis and asked him about the backstory. So Keith Sadis'
Was Eren?
backstory is basically one fine day when he was scouting to outside the
Yeah.
walls.
He met Grisha
He
Jaeger
met
outside.
Grisha, and Grisha
Yeah.
was like totally flustered. He didn't know what to do and all stuff.
Yeah.
And so, what do you call Keith Sadis took Grisha in, taught him about the life, what was inside the walls, and Grisha
Mhm.
learned.
Yeah.
So Grisha decided to become a doctor. Like he told that he knows how to run medical stuff, so he became a
Hmm.
doctor inside the walls. And
Yeah.
Grisha claimed what do you call Keith Sadis as a hero. Basically, Keith Sadis was considered as a hero according to Grisha.
Hmm.
And this
Yeah.
was that when they were sitting in the bar, they met Carla, Aaron's
Yeah.
mom,
Because.
and Keith Sadis had a love affair with
Hmm.
Carla at that time.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
eventually during the plague, Grisha Jaeger helped uh, Carla out when she was sick, and your boy, what he did was like he got them girls, he got them things, he got them everything, he got everything he wanted, he
Yeah.
got everything, he got everything he wanted, and
Hmm.
this made my man, sad fellow Keith Sadis,
Yeah.
as his name says, sad. My man became depressed, annoyed with what Grisha did,
Hmm.
and when when he was called the commander, and he was part of the scouts, the survey corps, and when he went outside and he met Carla and Aaron as a baby, my man, my man called Carla a whore. He had no chill. He had no chill. He didn't give a shit.
Older.
My man literally called her a hoe, and
Hmm.
some insane reply she came back with. They're like, "You can call me a hoe, whatever you want, but this is the child of hope."
Yes.
Damn, that
Child
burned.
will save everyone.
Yeah, this this happened. This happened, and Keith said this was like, "Okay, fine, I'ma move on.
Yeah.
These hoes ain't my thing."
Yeah.
And
I do
basically,
code for these people. Bye
yeah,
bye.
yeah. And Keith said escaped, and yeah, when the Titans attacked the walls, I think Keith Sadis saw Eren as a kid, and Grisha took him to a forest.
Hmm.
And this was the time when Grisha provided Eren with the Titan
Yeah.
abilities by
He
injecting the
injected.
serum.
Yeah.
Yeah, and what do you
So there
call?
was a very
Eren ate
dark.
Grisha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
it
was
was
a
a dark
very dark
storyline.
part of it. So when
Yeah,
Eren was the actual one who actually killed his own dad. He
yeah.
ate him.
Eren killed his own
So when he
father,
transformed into
Titan.
yeah, so when he was injected with the Titan serum, so he transformed into a Titan, and that was the first time he transformed into a Titan. So he did not know how to control it at all. And
Yeah,
every
yeah,
Titan has a tendency of eating humans. So that's and he saw a human in front of him and ate him. He could not think that it was his dad or anyone. He had no control over his own body that time.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So that happened. That was Keith Sadis' backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Keith Sadis' backstory. So now coming back to part two, when Eren went to reclaim Wall Maria, they Armin had a what do you call intuition. Yes,
Yeah.
that Armin had an intuition that Reiner and Belthrode might be hiding in between the walls.
Hmm.
Like a boss, Armin always, my
Armin
man.
is very smart.
Yeah,
Armin is,
my man, so smart,
he
dude.
is never wrong. Whatever he tells
He
is
was
always
never
right.
wrong. Reiner and Belthrode were inside the world. What is this guy's intuition, man?
Yeah, dude.
Thug life intuition. And when
Uh,
Commander Urban, out of nowhere shouts like, "It's time to beat these two titans!" Out of nowhere,
yeah.
the
Uh,
Beast Titan and his army appears at the back
then
like a
he starts
boss.
throwing the
Yeah,
titans at them.
dude, the Beast Titan was actually playing baseball with the
Yeah,
rocks.
dude. Nicely, he was just throwing titans from here to there.
Yeah,
Something
he
was,
had no chill, dude.
yeah, no
Dude,
one could
come on,
try to.
The Beast Titan is a lit character. You can't even deny.
Yeah, like he was very. He's still like his actual power. Is like his whole potential is not shown yet. Like we don't
Yeah,
know how good he is. Like he has not
yeah,
performed his best. Because
yeah, yeah.
probably he
So
is the strongest titan, I think.
he is the strongest Titan. I think
Yeah,
the Beast Titan is the strongest Titan.
yeah,
Like a boss, he covers the entrance of the walls, and the horses can't move around. So
yeah,
they're screwed.
yeah.
Now,
Grisha
Commander
is
Urban,
very
Like a boss again, brings
hmm,
up with some excellent strategy.
yeah.
to sacrifice everyone's life, and
Hmm.
everyone freaking dies,
Yeah, they
even himself, to reclaim.
sacrifice
And
his
so
life.
basically, Commander plan was like to send all the soldiers and to put that smokes, the color smokes out
Yeah,
to
yeah.
distract the beast titan and destroy all the other titans that were surrounding the wall. Yeah.
Hmm.
So
Concentrating towards them. Throw there.
yeah, he threw everywhere. He killed everyone, man.
Exactly.
And Captain Levi, the legend, killed all
Then
killed all the
exactly.
titans. And the last fight against the beast titan, he crosses over and cuts the beast titan into half, and
Hmm.
he pulls out the blonde dude, the
Yeah,
mystery man. He
yeah.
pulls out the mystery man,
Who everyone thought was
and he
Grisha.
was like, so basically, Levi's plan was like to use the he had a serum with him, titan serum.
Yeah.
Use that
It was
serum
given to
against
him by
someone.
Kenny.
Yeah,
Kenny gave him serum.
yeah. Kenny gave him a serum to use that serum as a tool to get someone else,
Yeah.
to make someone else alive, to get someone
Hmm.
else alive and eat the beast titan, the mystery man, so
Yeah.
that they can acquire the beast titan's power.
Hmm.
But the beast titan summoned another titan and escaped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And Armin was the colossal titan.
Hmm.
That happened. Armin burnt himself.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he
Oh yeah,
sacrificed
Armin
himself,
was
and the colossal titan was taken down by Eren, and Reiner
yeah.
escaped. Reiner
Rainer.
escaped with the beast titan. So basically, when Eren was what do you call, trying to slit Belt Road, out of
Hmm.
nowhere, the beast titan appears, and he was like, shocked. How does the beast titan know
Yeah.
Eren?
And how is he
And
talking then at
yeah,
that moment?
yeah, he was like
Rainer.
shocked. Then he's
Yeah.
like, the mystery man was like, you don't know, we both are the victims of your father. And we all
Yeah.
were like, what the fuck is going
What?
on here? We all thought it was Grisha
Then
Jaeger at
even
first.
more. Like after that, then again more all theories came that it's Eren's brother or something. All theories were coming when that
Yeah,
episode came.
some people told it was Grisha's brother,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
basically Eren's uncle, but
Hmm.
then it wasn't. So that happened, and he escaped. When he saw Captain Levi, he's like, Levi, and he escaped. He ran
Ah.
off. He's like, fuck the shit, I'm out, because he
Okay.
got tired. Yeah, and Levi and Eren had a fight between who they should give the Titan abilities
The
to.
Titan ability too. Yeah.
Yeah, to Commander Irwin or Armin. And
Yeah.
eventually, Armin got the Titan powers and ate
Because
Beltrode,
both of them were
eventually
good, right?
gaining the
They had
Colossal
to.
Titan power.
Yeah. Yeah. They had to save one of them because they had only one
Yeah,
serum. So they
yeah,
either had to choose Armin or Commander Owen.
yeah.
So
So,
even Levi was in favor of doing it to like bringing back Commander Irwin. Everyone was
yeah,
in favor in that. But Eren and
yeah,
Mikasa were like, no, Armin.
yeah, yeah. So basically, that happened, and when they were riding back, they went to the basement and they found a book
Hmm.
written by Grisha, and they found this weird photograph where like photographs usually did not exist in the
Yeah,
walls.
yeah,
So people used
exactly.
to get their portraits. Like people used to draw their portraits. They never used to
Hmm.
get the photographs, and
Yeah, yeah.
it looked awfully similar to a photograph. And it looked awfully and similar, and uh, the photograph was about Grisha, a child and a woman.
Hmm.
Now the next two episodes are the banger.
Yeah.
Now you're going to know about the actual Attack on Titan story. So
Hmm.
this is actually Grisha's backstory. Grisha's backstory is like, so basically Grisha wasn't from the walls. He was from outside the walls.
Outside
Okay.
the one. Yeah. So then
So yeah. So when he
between
was
the
outside
other.
the walls, uh, so according in the storyline when it starts, Grisha's family, uh, Grisha's sister, his parents and all were called Eldians.
Alien,
Okay,
yeah.
and they and the other people who lived beyond the wall from their district, from the outside the walls, and there's a wall after that. Okay,
Yeah.
they were called the Marlians.
Hmm.
Yeah, so Grisha, like a dumbass, took his sister to see an aeroplane up in the sky, and they met two police officers. And uh, when Grisha did not have the what do you call permit, he was asked whether he would get labor or what do you call beaten up. Then he was
Yeah.
like, I'd get beaten up, but
I get
instead of
it.
punishing his sister, he would punish himself like a
Yeah.
gentleman. He did it.
Yeah.
And the day later, they found out that one of the police officers fed his sister to
Hmm.
dogs.
Yeah.
And the police officers came to his house and were like lying, telling them
Yeah.
that they
It doesn't
shouldn't let
happen.
LDN children out like this without the permit,
Yeah.
etc., etc., etc.
Yeah. Yeah.
When this happened, after a few years later, when Grisha started a medical store in that city, what do you call one of the soldiers from the Malian government came in and told that he's a patriot and a proud LDN as well. And Grisha was revealed the secret about his sister, where one
Yeah.
of one of the police
Okay.
officer killed sorry,
The
Grisha's
sister.
sister, Grisha's sister.
The
And when
sister.
he found out, Grisha raged. When this happened, Grisha started his own LDN restoration, what do you call,
Hmm.
unit. He
Yeah.
started an underground. Started a revolution
Hmm.
underground revolution. Then there was this messenger called the Owl. Yeah,
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
Owl from the Malian government who was providing all the secrets. So the Owl sent a woman called Dinah Fritz, who was a part of the royal family. Okay, the
Hmm.
Fritz family. Like I said,
That's, the
yeah, the
Rolls.
Fritz
Yeah.
family. Her name was Dinah Fritz, and eventually she told that a few thousand years ago, the devil of all Earth provided the Titan powers to a girl called Ymir,
Yeah. Me.
and when she was used by the Fritz family to use the Eldian powers to
Yeah.
control all the people,
Yeah. To
including the
take over
Marlians
the.
at that time. And eventually they misused her power, and by the time her life is going to end, uh, she divided herself into nine
Yeah.
subjected titans. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they were also known as the subjects of Ymir. So
Hmm.
when this happened,
Hmm.
eventually Grisha and Diana fell in love, and they married. Grisha and Diana fell in love and they married, and they had a son called Zeke
Hmm.
Jaeger. Now, again, Zeke Jaeger is the Beast Titan,
Yes. The
and
blonde
he
dude.
is Eren's half brother. Oh
Huh.
my god! So this happened, and eventually, when Grisha did the same thing, trying to what do you call nurture his philosophy into his son, which like his father
Yeah.
did to him.
Hmm.
Zeke did not listen. Zeke went the other way around and what do you call snitched on Grisha and Dina,
Yeah.
and the Malian government took them in, and eventually all his friends were turned into titans using the serum.
Hmm.
And guess what? Dinah Fritz was the smiling titan who killed
I
Eren's
like
mother.
that. Yes.
Another bomb.
That was
Another bombshell dropped. After that, a huge conversation happened, and the officer that killed Grisha's sister was thrown by one of the Marlian officers who was covering this guy, Grisha, and he was he was like eaten by a titan,
he did that.
and out of the officer that was what do you call holding Grisha was the owl. So he was the
Hmm.
one who was helping Grisha from the first place, and his
Yeah.
name was Aaron Kruger.
Hmm.
Now he was an LDN he was an LDN, okay, but he worked for the Marlians and he was considered to be a true Marlian. When this happened, what do you call? I think This was the time when Eren Kruger turned himself into a titan and destroyed
Yeah.
everyone, all the
Yeah.
Marlian army close to him.
Hmm.
And he told Grisha that he is the sole survivor. He should go to the walls, find the founding titan, and retake his powers to retrieve the coordinates of subjects of Ymir, so that
Yeah.
they can end the titan issue. So
Yeah.
titans can never live anymore.
Hmm.
And Grisha asked Eren at that time what he call what he was doing and what's wrong with him. Why did he kill all his friends and stuff? And he was like, it
Yeah.
was required for this to happen.
Hmm.
It was required for it to happen. So
Yeah.
when this happened, Eren Kruger was like, "You are the only hope for us. Now have some balls, and I'm going to give you the Titan powers. Go there
Yeah.
and create a new family,
Create a new man.
and also look for someone known as Mikasa and Armin."
Ah.
Eren Kruger told
Yeah.
this to Grisha, and we all were like, "What the hell is going on? How does he know Mikasa and Armin?"
Because
So now we learned that the Titan, the Titan's name, which so Eren's Titan,
hmm.
its name is the Attack Titan, also known as
That's right.
Shingeki no Kyojin.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
he was also known as the Attack Titan, and the
Hmm.
Attack Titan has the power of what do you call knowing, getting the memories from different people. Like
Hmm.
Eren Kruger had the memories of Eren Jaeger,
Yeah.
and Eren Jaeger had the memories of Eren Kruger
I
and
think
his
so.
father.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
So that's how the story ended, and Grisha goes to the walls, gets the family, and Keith comes in. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the end of the Attack on Titan series.
Season three.
So, how much? Yeah, how much would
Maybe.
you give it out of 10?
See, I would give it like a solid 9 out of 10.
See,
Like,
I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10 because just because
there's
they
no,
were very consistent with the anime and the storyline.
like, see, it is a 10 out of 10 anime, but like there are like every anime has some problem or the other stretching the
Yeah, but
story and all that.
yeah,
Considering
see,
all that, definitely the story is 10 out of 10, and the
yeah,
animation is 10 out of 10.
yeah,
But I think at some parts they were stretching it out and not ending it quick. And also
yeah,
the splitting up of the season three was a very irritating thing, which everyone didn't like because they
yeah,
had
yeah,
to a studio problem and they had to change their studios and
yeah,
come back. And even the time duration in which the episodes were coming was very long. Like there was a
yeah, yeah.
gap, I think, of 2 weeks between I think one of the episodes.
Yeah,
So
so,
it is a 10 out of 10 anime. I will never deny that fact. But
yeah,
like based on all these facts, I think okay 9.5, not even that.
yeah, 9.5. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think we'll end it there for today.
yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed the Attack on Titan series, and this will be, I guess, the last episode with
yeah,
Abbas.
yeah.
Abbas, I hope you enjoyed doing the
Yes, I enjoyed a
podcast.
lot. Yes, I had a lot of
Yeah,
fun.
so like, share, and subscribe,
We'll be
and
back
also
when there's
follow us on
season four.
Instagram. Yeah, season 4 is coming out. We'll be hopefully doing a review on that, I guess,
Yep.
when that comes out. Yeah, so I think we'll end there. So peace out. Bye.
Bye.